I mean, I'm still hungry. I'd like to go somewhere for lunch.
Where do you suggest?
I don't know. The only decent place seems to be Denny's, but everyone keeps saying not to go there.
Luke's just like, this is kind of an empty Denny's.
There's something off about this place. I'm going to go see if there's a bathroom. I'll be back.
Finley, what is your greatest fear?
The fear that nothing really matters.
The wall opens up like a mouth, and you fall into it, and it snaps shut.
We were wondering if we could have some waters while we wait.
My sincerest apologies. And she comes out with a tray with 2 waters on it.
And a third for our friend?
Right, a third for your friend.
Luke's gonna send a text message to Finley.
Who's Finley? You don't know anyone in town. You're just on your way through. Finley, you step through, and you begin your shift. Sheena, you forget what you're doing here, but what you do remember is that you're hungry. Sheena, you eat Luke. The door grows a tentacle, and it lashes through you, and everything goes white. The opening shot is the exact same opening shot of last time, where you're all at the Red Wine Lounge, and Carmilla has her mug of cereal, and you are all debating on what you want to do today. You do not feel hungry for some reason. You feel sick to your stomachs, actually, when you think about going to get food. What do you do?
So, Finley has started to get this determined look in their eye, despite the, feeling that they're gonna throw up. And they kind of, like, look up from the table, and they say, I want to learn more about this town.
After a moment of processing what Finley said, Luke goes, you know what? Yeah, you guys didn't let me, go off. Kinda. Y'all followed me. It'd be better now we actually go around town.
Alright, so what's the plan?
I want to start with Hercules.
That's smart.
Oh, you mean the big dude?
Just as a reminder, there is that warped and crooked streetlight in town that Sheena went to investigate and then never did. And then there also is the knowledge that somewhere there is a very real Finley being held captive.
Yes, and Finley's logic is something drew them to this town in particular, and now they know that there's a Finley being hidden somewhere?
Ooh, interesting. Okay, yeah, alright.
But they're gonna start with Hercules.
Gotcha.
This is back to the beginnings.
Do you guys know where Hercules lives?
I was just about to ask that. Does anyone know where Hercules lives?
We could ask the science boy.
We could ask Henry. Well, let's go.
Star wipe. Okay, tell you what. I will give you this movement for free, but the next time you want to move through town, you are going to have to roll dangers to go alone. Okay. You arrive at Henry's office.
Alright, we go up and knock.
Okay. You don't have to knock. It's like in a strip mall, you can just walk in.
Sheena walks in.
Finley still knocks on the side,
Henry looks up from his desk at you guys and looks at you awkwardly. Doesn't know, and then Sheena walks in and is like, oh, thank goodness.
Sheena goes up to him and just says, have you seen Hercules around lately?
I can't say that I have. I've talked to him in the last week, but I haven't seen him in the past few days.
Huh. Well, where's the last place that you saw him?
He came here. He visits me every once in a while, and he tells me things that he knows, and I tell him things that I know, and then sometimes we go out and we get a bite to eat, and then he goes home and I go home, and it's very nice.
He ever say where he was going after?
Sometimes he goes home, sometimes he goes to the bar.
And we haven't seen him at the bar either.
Do we know where his home is?
I do not. I'm sorry. He's always been a very easy to reach individual. It's never been a matter of finding out where he lives. He's just been there, you know?
Know anyone that might know where he is?
He's told me before that he's here on family matters. Is helping out at a family business. I imagine maybe one of them could tell you.
Family business as in an actual, like, business with a building, or?
He shrugged sheepishly.
So you can't give us a name or a place or anything?
Well, I know he's here with his brother.
Alright, so where can we find his brother?
There's so many brothers in this town.
One moment, actually. I'm going to... This game really isn't you're not really supposed to make rolls, but I've made a few tables. Because that's the kind of person I am. Oh. He shrugs sheepishly.
Oh no!
We aren't getting anywhere with this guy.
I'm sorry. I don't make it a matter of digging into people's personal lives.
Alright, we'll keep looking. By the way, did we tell you we killed Grendel?
I believe you did. Wait, no, you didn't.
No, we told you we killed Mothman.
Yes, that's who you murdered. In cold blood.
We also murdered Grendel now.
Do you have a sample for me?
If you want to go to Wormwood and get the head, yeah, sure.
He shakes his head vigorously.
Then no.
I have blood on my shirt from yesterday. I was about to wash it when I got back today, but do you want me to bring that later?
We just keep bringing this guy blood.
Blood samples are good.
We just demolish our monsters so much that...
He's quietly standing there with...
Look, we had to give the head to someone else.
I would like to remind you, you did not have to give the head to someone else. They take heads as payment. You did the equivalent of dropping off a $50 bill and leaving.
Yes, but we also said that we would do it, so we kind of felt obligated to do it.
We'll give the next one to him.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, Ides is close to dead, so you'll probably get Ides in a few days.
Interesting. Yeah, yes, I could use more samples if you could retrieve those for me and bring them to me. I would love to do experimentation. I'm afraid the ashes you brought me last time weren't the most helpful, because they were ashes. But if you could...
Well, we thought maybe they were magical ashes.
No, any magical traces were eliminated by some sort of holy object.
Oh, that makes sense.
Carmela would be so proud of us for not giving him anything useful.
The Mothman blood was probably helpful.
It was dry.
So?
One moment, I need to check a thing on his sheet to see how much he knows, to see if he can give you guys anything else here.
Yeah, because we have not been getting anywhere with him. If anything, what he said about, like, Hercules just being there and available, I'm like, let's just drive around town.
Maybe if we walk in a circle long enough, he'll appear in a random encounter. Oh, shoot, I was looking in the wrong folder. Hold up, where are you? There's your family. Okay, and... Come to me, boy. What do you know, my child? Okay, I have good news and bad news.
Oh no.
This is super not his area of expertise. He knows jack shit about this stuff. He does, however, he is an accomplished scientist, and he knows a bit about alchemy and chemistry. If you want to ask him some of the science questions about the world, he might be able to tell you about how, like, magical effects that are on places and stuff, but he doesn't know personal information.
Okay, cool. Well, Sheena leaves.
You could just, hey kid, wanna have my bloody shirt? Anyway, bye. Good interaction.
Yeah, Sheena's gonna go outside and try to use her spider senses to sense him.
Try to sniff the boy on the wind.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is investigate a mystery.
Yes.
Uh, how dare. That is 6.
Yeah, you don't fudging know what Hercules like. He smells like a dude. Freaking
The first roll of the show.
Mark experience.
That has to be a thing now. The first roll has to be a fail.
Sheena steps outside, takes a long inhale, and then goes, "Man, it kind of smells like beef jerky out here."
I mean, I'd almost expect Hercules to smell like beef jerky.
Follow the scent of that beef jerky. Okay. Would you like me to read you a list of other locations you could search?
Yeah, read off the town again.
Okay, there is the downtown. There is the Red Wine Lounge. There is Angelic Choir Communion. There is the Denny's, 5 question marks. There is Wormwood Carpentry and Wood Finery. There is the Woods. There is the Mountain. There is the Lodge Community. And there is the lake and the lake's beach.
You know, we haven't been up to the lodges in a while.
This is true.
We haven't.
Luke suddenly perks up and slams his hands on Henry's desk and goes, "You said there were possibly werewolves at the lounge, right?" His eyes are like,
There are werewolves at the lounge.
and Luke just without a word runs out, puts on his helmet, and starts driving to the lodge.
Okay.
Okay.
Riley, I'm ahead of everyone. Can I roll?
I'm super happy you are alone, because the name of this move is literally It's Dangerous to Go Alone.
Oh no.
And then can I mark the experience of don't worry, I'll check it out?
I think that's only if you know it's a dangerous area.
Roll plus dead monsters.
That I feel are just dead.
Dead monsters. The list of the slain is currently 3.
Okay. That is a 10, my dude.
Not bad.
That's bad.
Yeah, it needs to be a small number.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check a table. I will remind you that the last 2 times you've rolled this table, you've gotten Branna Doyle both times. Really
No.
hoping you don't get Branna Doyle this
Well,
time.
specifically with Luke, it might do okay.
No, it will not. Riley, if you roll high on a move that you don't want to roll high, is that a mark?
Yes, Mark experience.
So I still get one either way. I'm so close to leveling up.
That's not good. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. Alright, as you're driving through town, you see more crooked, streetlights.
Oh.
There's another one. You see maybe 2 on your way out of town?
Let's ignore those. Don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, don't even worry about that.
It's fine.
Okay. And I assume that Sheena and Finley are hurrying behind them in the truck?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. You're going through the woods. I need Luke to roll searching the woods. When you search the woods, roll plus sharp.
Okay, plus sharp. Luke still has that. Anyway, that wouldn't have helped. That was a 6. I leveled up.
Lovely.
On a miss, all of the bad things come to pass.
Oh no.
Something is following you. You are lost in your map, phone, GPS don't seem to be working, and you stumble across something abominable. Okay.
Luke, what have you done? You fool.
Luke just wanted to meet some werewolves, man. He was so excited.
Well, a thing happens. As you're driving down the road, it suddenly has a sharp turn you don't remember being there. And so you take it. And then there's another sharper turn. And you take that.
Wait, which direction is the second turn going?
It's hard to tell.
It's a sharp turn. Is it turning left or right?
Okay, the first one turns left and then the next one turns right.
Alright, thank you.
And then there's another left. And then after a bit, there's another right.
Zigzag!
The road gets longer and crooked as it changes directions in a seeming random pattern,
That's not great.
leading you deeper into the woods, and you are nowhere near the mountain.
Finley's gonna slam on the horn to tell Luke to stop.
Luke, do you stop as Finley honks behind you?
I'd say, hold on, how loud is the forest normally? Like,
It's dead quiet right now.
okay, then Luke stops, even if it's muffled honking.
Some birds in a wide shot fly from trees at the disruption.
Luke stops, turns around, and is like, and takes off the helmet, and just throws his arms up like, dude, what?
Sheena just leans out the window and says, "This road is wrong."
Yeah. The thing about that, Sheena, is you can super tell the road is wrong because the road goes up a tree.
Oh.
Good thing I stopped Luke before that point.
You were about to drive up that, Luke.
You just see this pavement road in this jagged, cracked-like shape just wind its way all the way up a redwood.
Luke, we need to go back. Like, now.
Good, do you know the way back? Because I'm lost.
Do you step out of the truck?
Sheena does not.
Okay. Finley, do you get out of the truck?
Yes, but I'm gonna stay near it. I'm gonna wave Luke over.
Okay. 1 second, Luke is standing in front of you, just off their motorcycle, looking at you, and they're alone. And in the next second, there's a warped, distorted figure behind them.
Oh no.
Ugh.
That's not great.
Luke, get over here now!
And it would be a stretch to call this human. It's humanoid, but it doesn't look three-dimensional. It looks like it's 2D almost.
Huh.
Like it's a flat object, but it is bent and warped and twisted over itself and turned, so it looks like it's in three-dimensional space. The figure reaches out a warped, crooked hand and reaches for you. Luke, I need you to take 2 damage.
What? Okay.
At least it's not 4 like Grendel does.
You can act under pressure to avoid it.
Oh, I can?
Oh.
Then I would like to... I feel like, does Luke feel the presence of it coming towards you, or what?
That's fair. Luke doesn't know, only Finley does.
Am I too far away to, protect someone?
Yes, you could attempt to shoot at it, I guess. Though, yeah, no, you could shoot at it with the attempt to protect. Yeah, go for it, Finley.
That wouldn't be a protect someone. That would be a kick some ass.
Well, if someone is about to suffer harm and you can somehow prevent it, and I imagine preventing it in this is shooting at them to drive them a distance between them, not to harm, but to put a make the bullets force the monster to take a step back.
Yeah. I mean, I guess so. I don't see how the harm would come on me if I succeed at the protect someone.
Oh, don't worry.
Alright. I'll roll protect someone. It's plus tough, so why not?
So do I still have that 2, or no?
We'll see.
Yeah.
So that is a 6. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Mark experience for me.
That's 4 fails in a row, guys.
So, what do you do to try and protect Finley?
Probably try and shoot the hand that's reaching for him.
I don't know if I'd want to do that, per se. That'd be a little close to shooting Luke.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. You just failed a roll. This is, the worst situation it can be. Play into that.
Alright. Finley's gonna start running towards Luke and pulling out their gun, and they are gonna try and shoot.
Okay.
But more just as to whatever extremity on the monster is far enough away from Luke, too.
Okay. You fire your bullet, and you're a good shot, Finley. And and also it's in a position where it's easy to fire at the monster and not fire at Luke. You fire your bullet, and it zigs, and it zags, and it makes its way into Luke.
Don't
no.
like that. I'm sorry. Alright, let me look at my,
Luke,
bullet.
how much damage do you do, Finley?
3 harm.
Yep, that's okay, yeah. Luke, you have 3 harm, and you are bleeding from a bullet wound.
So is it 3 instead of 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's your turn now, Luke.
Luke grips his bullet wound and goes, "What the hell, Finley? What the hell was that for?"
I'm sorry, where were you shot exactly?
Look behind you, idiot!
You are somewhat aware, like, Finley's eyes widened and they started running and pulling out their gun. I think you have enough presence of mind to know that something is up. I imagine you maybe turn around and see this horrible grim specter.
Now Luke turns around, yeah. He's like, what the hell? Oh. Oh, God. What
That-
the
Goodness.
And I need you to act under pressure.
That was really good.
So sorry for shooting you, Luke.
Okay, Riley, that when you made that noise, so that was my legitimate response. It just fit Luke very well. Okay. That is a 7.
Okay. Alright, tell you what. You cannot get hurt, but the monster's attention is going to lock onto Finley.
That's fine.
It's up to Luke.
That's what I'm here for.
I feel like Luke's gonna, like, take him, like, really process it real quickly through his mindset, like, of his past experience of every time he's ever seen Finley get hit with something, Finley seems to just get right back up.
This is true.
Every time.
Until his adrenaline runs out.
But then, like, we get him in the end to safety. Luke does not have that ability.
No, he's soft boy.
Also, Finley just shot Luke.
Yeah, and Finley just shot Luke. I think Luke's gonna... Yeah, nah, I'm not dealing with this.
You could take this.
You got it. You just shot me.
Okay, so you like dive back, you clutching your bleeding bullet wound, and the warped, blackened humanoid like crooked figure just keeps stepping forward, and it is walking towards Finley now. Sheena, you are still in the truck, I believe. What would you like to do?
I want to step out of the truck, and I want to try summoning a weapon.
Go for it, Thug.
Okay. Let's see. But why?
What did you get?
A plus weird, that's 6.
Okay, so would you like to read that move out loud for the class?
Okay, summon weapon. Roll plus weird to summon any weapon. On a 10 plus, you summon a weapon and may add 2 tags. On a 7 to 9, you add 1 tag, and the DM adds 1 tag of their choice. On a 6 or below, all tags are decided by the DM.
I mean, you still get your weapon.
I do.
Okay. What does it give you?
It's better than, like, your hand, like, just melts.
Hmm.
Which could happen, but...
So, what kind of weapons can I summon anyway? Does it have to be, like, just swords, or...
Any weapon. You could summon guns with it, too. I
would not do a gun.
I think Sheena what she was going for would have been...
No, you don't. I'm picking the weapon when you fail.
The
Yeah.
weapon, too?
It just says all tags. It doesn't say the weapon.
You know what? That's right. Yeah. Okay. You may choose the weapon.
Sheena was going for... Oh, I forgot what it's called. A Morning Star? No,
Yeah.
it's the handle with the chains and the spiky ball at the end.
It's called a flail. It's called a flail.
Yeah, a flail. She's going for that.
Okay. You extend your hand, and a femur bone appears in it, And coming off of the femur bone is this black spiked chain, which attaches to a large metal orb covered in eyes. And every once in a while, you see a black spike protrude from one of the eyeball pupils.
Goodness, I love it.
As they all look around desperately, some eyes have multiple pupils, some do not have pupils at all. They're all different colors, they are all different sizes, and they're all looking different directions. You feel the femur bone vibrate in your hand.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's a hand range weapon. I'm adding the abomination tag. And
Okay, and Sheena's gonna start running at the monster.
no, I get to add another tag.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what her next action's gonna be.
Okay. And I am going to add the tag independent.
That's not ideal.
Okay. Go for it. Roll to kick some ass, I believe.
Oh, I didn't think I was close enough.
No, yeah, that's fair. Okay, you're running towards the, you start running towards the monster. As you do, you hear a sound behind you. And a second, of these warped, crooked figures steps, seemingly out of thin air.
Okay.
It's two-dimensional, so it looks like it kind of turns, and suddenly it has depth, and before it was just too thin of a line to even be seen. And it starts to creak and crack as its body warps and becomes crooked and twisted.
Do not like.
And what do you want to do, friend? That's fun. Okay. Luke, the bullet comes out of you.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna say it's in his shoulder, so ouch!
Yeah, and the bullet is going to fly it, in a zigzag, crooked pattern towards... towards Finley.
Gosh dang it.
Finley, I would like you to roll a kick some ass roll against yourself.
What?
Okay.
You better fail this, Finley.
It was Finley's bullet.
I mean, I failed on the other one, so...
You better fail it.
Okay. Some asses plus tough, that's a 7.
Okay.
Do I get to mark experience for that?
Nope. The bullet flies into you, and Finley, you shot with the fly swatter, correct?
Oh no.
Oh no!
Tell me, the fly swatter does how much extra damage against fey creatures?
That's 4 harm.
You take 4 harm.
We're gonna die again.
However, good news, a secondary worse thing doesn't happen.
Okay.
That's what I gave to you on a half success. You only took the damage.
Alright.
Okay. Finley, ball's in your court. You were just shot by your own bullet.
Alright. Finley is swapping to their knife.
Good idea.
They gonna do this the long way round.
Okay.
My knife has 1 harm.
Is it a magic knife or is it just like a knife?
Just a knife.
Cool.
I have a specialist weapons for destroying Fae.
Yeah, boy howdy, I can promise you these monsters are not in the Fae family.
Yeah, I don't think they would be. They seem much more, cryptid American-like than...
Nope, they're not in the cryptid family either.
No? Really?
No.
I have an idea of what they might be.
You can roll to attack this boy,
Alright.
if you wish.
They make me think of, shadow people, you know? Like the thing that's, like, super tall with trees and can just hide behind them. That is another 7.
Okay.
Finley's just slashing at them.
Okay.
Flailing wildly with his knife.
On a 7, okay. You are going to take 2 more harm.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
And how much harm does your knife do?
1.
Okay. The monster takes 1 harm. You sink the knife into the monster and it tears like paper. when you pull your knife out, the blade is now pointed in a different direction.
Alright.
It's in like an L shape.
That's not great.
Luke,
Yeah.
what do you want to do, buddy?
I mean, I would say Luke is just taking to carrying his bat around.
I imagine you would have to.
I'm gonna try to hit one of them with his bat.
Go for it. Roll to kick some ass.
Yay. My not tough boy. I used to be so good at rolls. Last episode just screwed me over. Oh, that's an 8. That's not that bad.
Yeah. You rush back and you smack the, crooked monster with your bat. And your bat twists around its neck.
Don't like.
Oh,
It's like an episode of Looney Tunes, but horror.
yeah.
The monster still has this big tear in its chest where the knife was. And it reaches out its hands, and it's like reaching for you directly, but because of the way the arms are angled and twisted, they just aren't reaching you. Okay, Sheena, it's you and... I have named the weapon the Flail Abomination.
Okay.
And you're gonna both make turns.
Oh,
There are 2 monsters.
yes. Okay. Sheena would like to turn into spider form, and she's gonna go pick up the 2 boys and book it.
That's an act under pressure.
Also, I have preternatural speed. When you chase, flee, or run, take +1 ongoing.
Cool.
And that's plus cool.
Mm-hmm. Plus, and that extra +1.
That's an 11.
Okay. Which boy is in the arm with the flail?
No, I throw them both onto my back. My spider back.
Okay. Which boy is first on the back? I guess Finley would be first on the back, huh? Because he was closer? Though, no, both boys were in the same area. Which boy do you grab first?
Probably Luke, because he's been shot, and I know Finley will probably be okay.
Okay. Luke?
Yeah.
All the eyes on the flail turn and look at you.
Oh no! I'm sorry, Luke. I'm so sorry, I ate you, and now you're going to be eaten by my flail.
And one of the eyes closes, and when it opens again, it's a mouth.
Oh gosh.
Can I abandon the flail?
Luke screams.
It's funny you say that because the flail screams at you. It's just this mad and nonsensical, wordless, just sound. Sheena, did you want to throw the flail away?
Can I just throw it at one of the monsters? Call it good.
Yes, you may. I want you to roll.
Would that be a kick some ass?
Are you planning to harm, or are you planning to save the boys?
Both.
Okay, we'll call this a kick some ass as you flee the scene.
Okay. That's plus tough. Ooh, that's a 12.
Oh my gosh, a good roll.
Okay, so you gain the advantage, gain +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
So, the first ones are separate from the second batch, right? I can take +1 ongoing?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to take +1 ongoing.
Okay. It's +1 forward, not ongoing, but
Yes.
yeah.
+1 forward for running away. And I want to put them where I want them. So, away from us.
Okay. Do you throw at the one that was closer to you, or do you throw at the one that was being attacked by Finley and Luke?
The one that is closest to us.
Okay. So you throw your flail, and as you do, it doesn't move how a flail should. It sails through the air like the orb is flying, and the chain and the femur bone just swirl behind it like a tail. And it hits the second monster, and it tears a hole through its chest, and then it clatters to the ground. And then the chain rises up.
Oh no!
Oh
Sheena's booking it!
The last thing you see as you flee your two vehicles and Luke's bat is the monster reaching out its hand and the femur bone sliding into it.
Oh no!
And the monster now has plus flail
We're
abomination.
leaving our truck.
I'm sorry, I'm saving your lives.
Luke screams, "My bike!"
We are not prepared for this. We need to get out of here.
I will say this can be another separate and distinct searching the woods.
Oh, I'm guessing I need to roll that.
Yeah, you're the one rolling it.
Okay, what am I adding to that?
It's sharp.
I have none. So, 9.
You have that +2 though.
Oh, that's right. So, 11.
Okay.
Both Finley and Luke are unstable.
That's why I'm booking it.
Luke only took 3 harm, I believe.
Yeah.
That's what I have. So just Finley.
I can do DIY surgery on myself.
On the back of a spider? You can't.
No, but once we sit down.
Okay, so Sheena, you were running through the woods, and then you burst through the woods, and you stop just in time to not fall off a cliff. And you turn, and you are on the top of the mountain.
Oh.
Oh.
And
Is it pretty?
It's pretty. Yeah, it's about noon now.
Mm,
So,
it's not that pretty. It's probably hot. And
you know, it's a little hot, but the lake looks beautiful. And you're on the top of this mountain, and down the mountain you see the Lodge Society, and you see families out, and they're having lunch and playing and goofing off, and you see some people hiking, and there's just like one big cabin up here by itself.
So, like, that's on the mountain where we are?
Yeah, at the top of the mountain is this weird log cabin.
Okay, let's go to the log cabin.
50-50 chance it's either a monster or it's Hercules.
Or the werewolves?
No, they were in the lodges.
Ah.
Or a very large
So,
werewolf.
Sheena goes up to the cabin, and...
Are you still a giant spider lady?
No, she
Okay.
turns into a human, and she's holding up Finley and dragging along Luke, who is probably trying to get back to his bike.
Oh yeah, he's definitely trying. That he spent so much money on that.
We can get it later.
Oh, this is... You knock on the door, and after a moment, the door opens a bit, and not a lot, because it's just a bit so you can... You hear a voice on the other end of the door, and it's like, I'm sorry, Percy, is that you? I wasn't expecting you today. I'm not prepared.
Isn't Percy the bookstore dude?
Mm-hmm, Percy is the bookstore dude.
Not Percy, but we are in need of some help and shelter.
I would like you to roll manipulate someone.
Okay.
And you have a skill that lets you manipulate monsters, correct?
Yeah, I can roll weird instead of charm when I manipulate someone. And I have Dark Negotiator, so I can use manipulate
Okay.
someone on monsters as well as people.
Great.
Do you think Percy is short for Perseus?
I absolutely think that.
Oh, now I'm getting all my good rolls.
It's alright.
Wow, that was actually really high. That was 15.
Oh.
Okay.
Shit.
The voice goes, I can provide both. And the door opens, and inside you see a massive figure.
Is it the man?
It is not Hercules. Starting at the
Damn.
bottom, you see some very nice boots, and there's some very well pressed black dress pants going up. There is a white button-up shirt. It's kind of unbuttoned around the chest. It looks good. He fills it out pretty nicely. And then you see a very handsome face with long black hair going down his back. And another thing you see is that he has these dead, lifeless yellow eyes. And he's covered in these stitches and scars.
Oh, it's the actual good Frankenstein.
And he opens the door and he says, "Please, come in. I see you need medical attention."
Thanks, I need to sit down.
Thank you so much. And I help them in.
Question, do we know off the bat who it is, or do I have to roll investigative mystery?
Yeah, you guys know who Frankenstein is.
Good.
It's not Frankenstein.
It's not, though.
It's Frankenstein's monster, also known as creature, also known as Adam, also known as Frankenstein.
It's Adam or the modern Prometheus.
It's Adam.
I'm going Adam.
I have all of these names written down.
It's Adam.
It's Adam. We're calling him Adam.
We're not gonna be rude and just straight up be like, yeah, you know your ex-dad who, like, hated you?
Anyway, Sheena pulls them in and puts Finley down. Make sure Luke doesn't try to escape.
Do I need to roll DIY surgery for myself?
Yeah, you're gonna take a +1 to it, though.
You just start pulling out a first aid kit.
Yeah. As you start pulling out the things you would need, this large man is, like, moving around this apartment with a surprising amount of grace, and he's just pulling down things and handing them to you, and you're like, oh, a lot of this is very nice and needed, thank you. There's like, everything you need is right there.
Alright, I got a 7.
Okay, what happens on a 7, friendo?
Actually, no, that's an 8. It's an 8, but still, same thing.
Did you take that +1 from,
Yeah, that's why it was an 8. So I think I could either stabilize but take -1 forward, or I could heal 1 harm, stabilize, but get -1 ongoing.
Take the forward, because that's just one-time thing.
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
But stabilize doesn't heal anything, so I'm still past the sun.
You can heal 1 harm and stabilize, but you'll take -1 ongoing, yeah.
I don't know if I want -1 ongoing. I'll just do it for the next roll.
Absolutely. So the door is closed at this point. Finley is, like, taken care of and is stabilized and is breathing well. You have at some point, you have received a glass full of whiskey. You're not sure at what point.
Luke is sobbing.
Luke is crying while he's gripping his shoulder, just crying with, like, a bloodied hand.
Finley's just like, I am so sorry for shooting you.
That's not why I'm crying!
I'm so sorry about your bike, but I lost my truck too.
Look, guys, I'm sorry, but I didn't want to lose you out there. Not like this.
Yes, well, I imagine we're all sorry for a lot of things. And you all turn to your host, who is standing, leaning against the doorframe to the kitchen with a big smile on his face, and he is drinking out of a mug. It has a little dog on it. And he goes, "I would be happy to help you, but firstly, I need to know, who are you people and what are you doing in my home?"